Julian just have a pure God-gifted arm. Like, his accuracy is out of this world, and he has a lot to learn. But he's also a young cat. Coming in trying to learn the college atmosphere as a whole. This is going through his first fall camp and just trying to adjust everything.
Like I knew before I got here, I was talking about the freshman quarterback and how he's so good, and he's that. He's that.
Seems like you have a really good chemistry with Juju. How quickly did that develop, and kind of what was the biggest key to kind of getting on the same page with him?
I met Juju on my visit here, my official visit. So that played a part in it because me and him we clicked immediately, and I'm with Juju almost every day. Like he's one of the closest people I'm with right now. So it's like me and him having that bond is really good. Every time I'm on the field, he looks at me. We know we're on the same page. We make every pass.
Massive Julian Lewis day on the podium. I mean, he's impressed all three of them are transfers coming in for the first time this offseason. It feels like all three have really picked up. Joseph Williams mentioned right after the OV. I mean, that's when that connection started. But Julian is the truth.
And I think it's especially cool because three guys we heard from today, the receivers, all in different kind of stages of their college football career. Right. Sincere Brown is the only true senior, along with, I think, Terrell Timmons in that room. Hykeem Williams is a junior. JoJo Williams is a true sophomore. They all have nothing but great things to say about Julian Lewis. Sincere Brown saying that he has a God-given arm. Mm-hmm. Like, that accuracy is crazy. And Hykeem Williams just simply saying, nah, I heard about him before I got here, and when I got here, he's him. Like, he has lived up to all the hype, and, man, the future is so bright for the young talent, the youth of this football team.
How many receivers do you envision being part of the rotation?
That's a great question. I envision everybody in the room. Right now, I feel real comfortable with 8 to probably 11 guys. So I'm really comfortable with that. I think a lot of people have asked this question, how do you replace the guys that left, with Travis Hunter, LaJonte, and Will Shepard and Jimmy Horn? You don't replace those guys. But what we can do is replace the production. So I think if we got enough players in that room that I feel comfortable with and playing, that we can probably get close to or surpass the production we had last year.
We tried telling y'all about Colorado's wide receivers over the offseason, man. I mean, this is one of the deepest rooms in the country, and Coach J. Phil, he pretty much just stamped it right there.
No doubt. He said, listen, you're never going to be able to replace a Travis Hunter, Jimmy Horn, LaJonte Wester, but you can replace some of their production. And Coach Jason Phillips feels confident that his group can do that. He said that he feels comfortable with about 8 to 11 guys, which is a big number, you know what I'm saying? And it makes sense because there's so many talented dudes in that receiver room, dudes who do many things, and the freshmen included. Mm-hmm. Like, he pretty much said today, like, we expect Quan Alex Farrakhan to play. We expect Quentin Gibson to be impactful this year. So that's massive. This receiving core is once again going to be one of the best in college football.
We had 3 receivers on the podium today, not one with the last name Miller. It's crazy deep out here.
For real.
Sincere, how would you describe your game from people who maybe never seen your play or not familiar with what you bring to the football field?
I believe my game, if I had to compare it to anybody, I feel like I'm like Randy Moss. I'm fast, I can high point the ball, I can do a lot with the ball when I got it. I can run routes, I can do what we need to do for help the team win.
Hey, I had to ask that boy Sincere Brown, 6'5", running a 4.3 40-yard dash. How would you describe your game, bro? For people who maybe never seen you play, he says, shoot, I like to think of my game like Randy Moss. And that is one of them quotes that just made my jaw drop a little bit. I had to pick it up a little bit and be like, get that tweet off. But damn, and you see it, right? 6'5", standing next to him, 6'5", 4'3", with that speed, that jump ball ability. We've seen that flash throughout fall camp. Sincere Brown had a bit of a slow start to fall camp,
right?
But he has really come on strong, and I'm expecting him to be that third receiver on the field week 1 to start the game alongside the Millers. And that's going to be a movie to watch.
Hey, Hykeem, just want to ask you, being at Florida State the last couple of years, what were you looking for when you headed to the transfer portal that you weren't getting at Florida State?
More development, more development. Just going and being around. Coming here, you're just around so much guys that been there. There was guys that been there at Florida State, but here is just on another level. You got 3 gold jackets. You got NFL guys that come in, Hall of Famers that even come in still to just pour in us and help us to be great and succeed.
Hykeem Williams, one of the most interesting transfers from the offseason, coming in from Florida State. He talked about that decision, said he wanted to get that development from this Hall of Fame coaching staff. I mean, over and over again, we're hearing about how this coaching staff has really, made the decision kind of for some of these guys out of the portal. It's almost like no-brainers to them, Hykeem being one of the latest. And on the podium today, too, Do not sleep on Hykeem Williams this season. He will be a contributor for this football team.
You kind of broke out at the end of last year, your freshman year, kind of the month of November, you were going crazy.
Yeah.
Did something like flip? Was there kind of a confidence change, or what kind of led to that kind of breakout?
I got this. It's like a little thing I get. It's like a little mode I get into during in the season. It's like, but like in the beginning of the year, I was in my head, lack of confidence. But as soon as that UTSA game, it just, I don't know. It just, I woke up in the morning, it felt different. And after that day, it was like I couldn't leave that mindset.
Joseph Williams going to have a big year for this football team.
Hey, that's what he did throughout the month of November last year. This was a true freshman last year. This is a true sophomore right now with some ridiculous tape out there already from his time over there at Tulsa. And I asked him about it. What kind of flipped for you in that month of November last year? He was like, one day I just woke up and I was in that mode and I just couldn't get out of that mode for the rest of the season. And hopefully he's still in that mode this year, because that's what he says he thinks his role is going to be, to create big plays. And that's what fans should expect from JoJo Williams, number 8 this year.
One More Day Media will be back on Thursday.